Hey guys, it's Katie, and today I'm going to be doing a Magcon Q&A because I've been getting a ton of questions on my previous Magcon experience video, and I thought instead of trying to comment back on all of the comments, which I've actually been doing a pretty good job at, I've been trying to comment back at all of them, but instead of trying to make sure I comment back and trying to answer all your questions, I just thought I would do it in a Q&A video because I thought it'd be a lot easier. So I just have my phone up with my video up and I'm going to look at my comments and answer them. So let's just get started. The first question asks, and I'm going to go from the least popular questions, the questions I got asked more frequently. But one of the questions I got is, do you give someone who works there your phone to take pictures, or do you need someone with you to take pictures? And there are people there at the event that will take the pictures for you. They're like the workers for the event or something. I don't really know what the exact term to call them is, but they're like the people that take the pictures for you. You'll just hand them your phone and they will take the picture for you. And then someone asked if they take the pictures on your phone. Yes, you do have to have a phone, or maybe you could do an iPad or something, but if you have a phone, definitely take your phone and use that for pictures. Someone asked if you can go both days, and if you buy VIP, then on one day you can go as general admission. On the other day that you bought the VIP for, you go as VIP. If you just show your ticket at the event on the opposite day that you have the VIP for, then they'll let you in as general admission. Someone asked if they have Jacob merch, and I honestly didn't see any when I was there at my event, but they probably do. You would just have to ask the people at the merch thing if it's not hanging up. Ask if they take videos or just pictures on your phone, and I think you have an option whether you want a video taken or a picture, but I definitely recommend you do a picture because some people were asking me that. Definitely a picture. If you can get a video too, if you have a friend with you or something that's willing to take a video on their phone for you, definitely have them do that, because that's what I had with when I met Cameron. I had my friend take a video on her phone, so I still got the regular pictures from the people that were there to take pictures, but then she got a video for me, so that was really cool. Someone asked if you get to the place earlier, if you'll get a better chance of them signing stuff, and no, they do not come out before the show. You have to wait in a line outside the doors to the event. You're still inside, but then there's a door to the actual event. At least that's what happened at my event. And you get outside the door to enter the actual room that the event is happening in, and you have to wait there until the event starts, or until it's time for your door opening time, and they don't come out before then. They come out when the show starts and are out there until whenever the show concludes. But during that time period and during the meet and greet time, they will stop the meet and greet at some points and go over and sign merch at the merch table. So definitely do that, and I would definitely wait till the end of the event because they might be signing merch at the end. That's what they did at my event as well. Do you know if they let you do 2 poses or if it's only 1? And I would say you probably do most 2 poses. I only did 1, but you can probably do 2 because you will get about 5 pictures with them. So if you stay on the same pose, you'll just get 5 pictures that basically look the same. But if you try to switch up the pose in between pictures, then you can get multiple poses. But the people taking the pictures will take multiple pictures. They'll try to get one of you hugging, and then they'll try to get some regular just actual pictures of you guys. So definitely try to do multiple poses with them. I didn't try to switch up the pose, but you could definitely try, and I'm sure you can get multiple poses in. Someone asked how much time you get with each boy, and I would say anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. It's not that long, but you are able to hug them, say hi to them, maybe talk to them for a little bit, get the picture, and then you leave. So I would say 1 to 2 minutes. I know with Cameron, you have a chance of getting a little bit more time because he likes to talk to his fans more and stuff like that. I was too nervous to talk to him, so I didn't really get a lot of time with him. But if I would have started a conversation, he definitely would have kept me longer. But yeah, I probably would say I spent the most time with Aaron. I would say I almost spent up to 3 minutes with Aaron just because he was so sweet and we kind of talked a little bit. But yeah, I would say anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. Someone asked, was there Wi-Fi? And at all the events they've been having it at so far have been at hotels, so there's the hotel Wi-Fi. So if it's at a hotel, then there will be Wi-Fi. Someone asked how tall I was because they wanted to make sure that they wouldn't be taller than the boys. The only boy I was taller than was Jacob, because obviously he's kind of short. I am 5'7", so I'm kind of tall, and I was shorter than all of them but Jacob. So yeah, also something I noticed that something that I didn't expect, Daniel is a lot taller than I expected. Little fun fact. I didn't know how tall he was, and I just expected, because he's so skinny and stuff, I just expected he was short too, but he actually was quite a bit taller than me. I would say 2 inches or more taller than me. I'd say he's at least 5'10". He's probably 5'10". That's probably how tall he is. So I was surprised by that, but yeah. I'm moving on to some of the more frequently asked questions or popular questions. Someone asked, how does the meet and greet work? So what will happen is you will get a wristband, and I explained this a little bit in my experience video, but I'll explain it here again. You will get a wristband that will have a letter on them. At my event, it went A through H, but it could go farther down the letters, depending on how many people there are. But at my event, it went A through H. I got little letter G because we got there kind of late to the event. We still got there before the show started, but we were supposed to get there at 3, and we didn't get there until like 3:30, 3:40. But we got our bracelet, and we were letter G. But they start off with letter A, and they'll like say, anybody with the letter A, line up, and you get in line. And then the actual meet and greet process is what will happen is, at my personal event, I don't know if they have the same like lineup at all the events, but it started with Taylor. It went Taylor, Chris, Dylan, Carter, Jacob, Daniel, Aaron, and Cameron. That was the lineup. And basically what happens, you get there, you start the meet and greet, you hand your phone to the picture person, and then you meet them, you hug them, you take the picture with them, maybe like talk to them a little bit, get another hug, and then you move on to the next person and hand your phone to the next picture person. And then you just keep going down the line until you get to the end. And there's actually a separate line for Cameron. I think it's because he takes more time with his fans, so that's why there was like a separate line for him. But normally the line goes by pretty fast. Normally you might have to wait like only 1 or 2 other people in front of you for everyone else. But for the Cameron line, it's normally about like 10 people long or more. So you have to wait a little bit longer for the Cameron line, but it's totally worth it. You pick who you want to meet, or do you have to meet all of them? And it would make it so much easier if you just meet all of them. I'm sure you could skip over one if you didn't want to meet one of them, but it just makes it easier to just go down the line and meet all of them. So just meet all of them, even if you don't like them all. Just do it. Like, I do not like Carter Reynolds at all, and I just met him anyway, so it wouldn't get confusing, and I wouldn't like skip anybody in line. So just meet them all. Someone asked if you can kiss them on the cheek, and I also had a question about the stage kiss thing. Definitely, yes, you can kiss them on the cheek. I saw a bunch of people do that, and a lot of the times they will actually kiss you on the cheek if you ask them. Sometimes they'll without you asking. Sometimes you do have to ask them. The stage kiss, I am not sure about. I didn't see anybody at my event do it, nor have I seen a picture yet of someone doing it. I think it's definitely something that has to do with like courage. If you have the courage to ask them to do it, I bet they would do it, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, it's up to the security at the event, because I saw a tweet about that it's up to like the security whether you can do that. Someone asked how old you are supposed to be, and they suggest that if you are under 18, you have a parent, get the parent ticket. But I'm 17, my cousin is 13, and they let us both in perfectly fine. They don't like ask for your age or anything. And I actually saw 2 either they were between the ages of 10 to 12. They were pretty young, and they were completely alone, and no one cared really. So honestly, they don't really care. But if you are, I would suggest if you're under 13, you probably should bring a parent with you, just because it is really crazy and crowded and stuff, and there's a lot of older teenagers there, so it's a little bit intimidating for the younger ones, I'm sure. But if you're older than 13, I wouldn't suggest bringing a parent with you. I think you'll be fine. And now moving on to the 2 most frequently asked questions. The first one is, how much earlier would you suggest getting to the event? And I would suggest getting there an hour earlier than your door opening time. So in my case, my door opening time was at 3, so I should have got there around 2, but I didn't get there till 3:30, and even though I still met them, I ended up waiting 3 or so hours to meet them, because I was one of the last letters and one of the last people to meet them, so I ended up waiting a long time. So if you want to be one of the first ones to meet them, I was just getting there an hour before your door opening time. And the last and most frequently asked question is, how much does VIP cost? VIP is $164 something, but I've just been telling everybody it's $165 just because, rounding it up to that. Expensive, but if you are a fan of them and you care a lot about them like I do, it is definitely worth it. It was worth every penny I spent on it. I had the best night of my life. They are so sweet, amazing. They are it was better than I expected it to be. The performances are great. All of the boys are amazing. The event was very well organized, I think. I talked to someone about the Houston event, and apparently the Houston event had some issues, a little bit unorganized, but my personal event was very organized. So I'm sure they figured out the problems and stuff that happened at the Houston event and fixed them, so it was better for the next event. It was the best experience of my life, and I highly, highly recommend it. Cameron is amazing, along with all of the other boys, so I highly recommend you pay the money. You won't regret it. So that was all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!